is how I like to adhere things using 100% silicone. And I like to clean the surface first. Get some alcohol or something like that, acetone, a little bit of that. Spritz it and just clean it. Make sure there's no grease and oil or nothing on there. I'm going to be applying it to the sides and bottom area. Mostly I'm going to want to get it in here to start with. Put a nice big fat bead on there. Don't get too fat down at the bottom, but up top you can spare a little more. Now that I got some plopped on there, I'm just going to take this, and I want to have it situated correctly, where this bottom of this is above this hole and the trim mark there. So once this kind of falls down into place, you can make sure it's right where you want it, like so. Then what I like to do is, if you don't have any spots along the edge, it's not completely filled up, you can go back and touch that area up a little bit. Here I wasn't quite as much as I wanted, so I add a little bit more there. Maybe up the side of it here a little bit, on the outside, like this, up the side. Try not to make a mess. And the trick to it is having your finger wet. A lot of people use like a wet rag or something. I use spit on my finger actually, but make my finger wet, like so, and then.
How's that taste?
It doesn't really have any taste unless you actually get some. It doesn't stick to your finger, so you don't taste it. If your finger's not wet and it sticks to your finger and you touch it on your tongue, and then it's kind of salty, actually.
It's fucking hot here.
Now where I can't get my finger in there, if I go smashing my finger in there, I'm gonna make a mess. So I'm just gonna kind of leave it like that. But you can see I'm positioned where I want to be positioned, and I've got the silicone like gluing it in there almost. So I'll let this sit for like 24 hours, and then if you want to go back over it, you can always, there's a hole that's drilled in the side here, you can leave it open if you just kind of don't put silicone on that spot, or if you do, you can always uncover it like so. It's right there. Now I can put a screw in there later on. So now I have access to the screw hole. It's still there, and everything's glued down nice. There you go.